44 rushing yards in the first half. Second down and 4. The ball at the 46-yard line. Broccolier picking his way, and Broccolier breaks a tackle and finally hammered down on a good tackle by Scott Castrava, but Broccolier with a first down carry to midfield. It'll be 1st and 10, so the Gloucester offense looking a little crisper here to start the second half. The people down in the field, Mike, talking about Marshall's tremendous running, particularly on the extra point when guys down in the corner there saw that play and said that he carried 3 guys into the end zone. We just saw that on the replay, but that was an amazing two-point conversion run. 1st and 10 at midfield. Bevan again getting more work. Nice run. 5-yard pickup to the 45, and it's obvious that Bevan is now going to become a more significant part of the Gloucester offense in terms of running the ball. He normally does a lot of the blocking for Broccolier. 2nd down and 5. The Lions trailing by 7.
Well, I thought in the first half, the 3 times that we did see him, that was the hole. That was the opening. And in order to maybe get the linebackers worrying about that, they're going to have to run up the middle, and then, after a couple of those, then go with Broccolier off tackle. See if they do that this time. Yep.
Broccolier trying to get to the outside. Good job defensively. Holborn turned to play back in. The tackle made by 83 Brian McCray and also Ralph Collazo, 54. It'll be 3rd down and 4 for the Lions. The ball at the 43-yard line with 9:34 to play in the 3rd period, and Gloucester trying to bounce back and get even in this football game.
Well, Clayton wants to blunt them on this drive if they can, to take out whatever enthusiasm they got at halftime from their coaches, particularly Harris. So they'd like to turn them away here. Gloucester's going to try and get it to the outside.
Broccolier to the outside, trying to get to the corner. Turn back inside. Outstanding job by Ralph Collazo.
Now what will Harris do? He's beyond the 40 or just at the 40. Will he punt the football? He's got the wind. He could pin him way down, or will he say, hey, we're going to go for it? Let's take a look here. You can see the difference in team speed on this play. It looks as if the man should be able to get to the outside, Broccolier, with any trouble. But watch how far they have to come, and yet they close. That was a linebacker, number 54, Collazo, who was able to run down Broccolier.
4th down and 3. A huge call here for the Lions. They're going to go for it. If they don't make it, Clayton's going to have outstanding field position. Big play. Broccolier does not get it. He does not get it. And Clayton will take over the football. And Mike, you talked about it before. That Clayton defense, inspired by the kickoff hit on Marshall, was a different defense right now.
Yeah, remember down in the end zone in the goal line, right before Gloucester's touchdown, what we say? The Gloucester line was firing off. Clayton's line was taking a step backwards. That ceased following the kickoff hit on Marshall that just inspired that team to better defensive play.
1st and 10 at the 42-yard line as the Clayton defense does the job and has the offense in outstanding field position. Clayton leads by 7. Marshall, they fake it to, the handoff is to Anua, and Anua gets about a couple of yards to the 43-yard line. Pickup of 2, 2nd down and 8.
Well, I guess they can't run Marshall every play that time, thinking the pitch to him that they've been running successfully, and then come back with the counter trap to the inside. Anua gets the couple of yards, but you know who it's going to be sooner or later, and generally sooner, not later, it's going to be Marshall.
2nd and 8 at the 43-yard line. The France to throw. Going deep. Hess is open. Hess with the catch. 15-10. Touchdown.
Again, Bob, 59 yards.
59 yards from DeFrance to Hess, who easily beat the defender, makes the big catch, and Clayton leads 20-7. We talked about the balance. It's not just the Rob Marshall show at Clayton. DeFrance quietly having a tremendous season. And Hess, of course, the big play receiver.
That'll take some wins out of the sail. Whatever they were told at halftime, it pumped them up. Watch DeFrance. Watch him when he pumps, Bob, on the fake, right there. Now, that brought the defender and gave Hess. See, the defender almost fell down, Hunter, and Hess was able to get behind him as a result of that great pump fake by the quarterback. Hess is running in. Are you ready for his 8th touchdown of the year?
Clippers go for 2 again. Marshall trying to get to the corner. Marshall stays on his feet and gets in. Great balance by Marshall, who now has 10 two-point conversion runs this season, 2 in this game. And now Clayton's lead, Mike, is 22 to 15.
They're 7.
22 to 7. And a 15-point differential.
Watch this pump fake. It is an outstanding one, and it freezes Hunter, who nearly goes to the ground when he tries to recover. You'll see that right when they come into the picture. See, he was trying to recover there. Hess with a great concentration, but he's done that all year long. Nothing they could do about it once he has you beat. And Hess says, I'm going all the way. I'll get another TD.
All the pressure on Gloucester's shoulders now. 22 to 7. Clayton leading. Some big plays. DeFrance to Hess with the third Clipper touchdown. Gloucester came from way back to beat Salem, Mike. They're going to have to do it again today against Clayton. Not an easy task against this high-powered offense. So
well,
Clayton in the driver's seat right now.
From what you told me about that ball game, nobody wants to leave here today because that fourth quarter was something special.
I don't think you're going to see Gloucester hacking it in, Mike. They're a good football team.
Yep.
Marshall kicking off. 7:18 to play in the third period. Great pass from DeFrance to Hess.
Fans on the far side from Clayton really gone crazy.
Good kickoff. It'll be taken on the bounce by Broccolier. Better pick it up. Or that's Savage, excuse me. And Savage goes down. Good coverage downfield. Nice play on the special teams by number 40 for Clayton, Mark Bell.
Mark Bell is a player of the future, let me tell you. These people over there on the Clayton side know all about him. He is a tough guy who's going to step in for this senior Layton team. I'll tell you what, you enjoy talk about sports. This is the show you want to watch. Sports Week with John Mondelli. Panel discussions, interesting topics. That is a mild adjective, interesting. Always an exciting show. Wednesday, 7 and 10:30.
First and 10 at the 28-yard line. Gloucester down by 15. They need to get their offense back in gear. Monk going deep to Wilson. Wilson with a great catch. Great catch by a big play receiver all year long for the Lions. Dennis Wilson. Good throw by Monk. And Gloucester in Clayton territory that quickly to the 44-yard line with a first down and 10.
Just a little circle pattern down the sideline right here. And Kostrava at the bottom of your screen, number 82, makes the mistake of letting the receiver get behind him. Watch him. He'll have to turn his back. Shouldn't have done that. You got to shuffle down there. And now he doesn't know where the receiver is. And there he is. He gets it. Excellent pass.
Ball at the 44-yard line of Clayton. First down and 10 for the Lions. Monk to throw again. It is tipped. It is tipped. Canane was the intended receiver.
And I think that one was hit.
Larry Wyman?
Yeah, no, it was, it must have been. Number 53, Larry Wyman, playing at the defensive tackle slot. Bell now playing defensive end, number 40. Didn't see any action in the first half. Watch this guy if you get a chance, Bob. One of the toughest small guys around in terms of not much size. 5'9", 160 pounds, but he can play football.
Second down and 10 at the 44-yard line.
He's over on the right defensive end now. They may go in that direction.
Broccolier in motion. Monk to throw again. 3 straight downs. They're going to fire the football. Broccolier catches it at the 45, looking for some running room, and manages to skip his way to about the 31 or 41.
Ralph Colazo that time, Bob, slipped and fell, but used his full body, got his legs up in the air to take Broccolier down. And had he not done that, Broccolier may have gotten another 5 yards or so. Another big third down. Gloucester say, we got to get one quick, huh? They're coming out throwing the football. They've got the wind this quarter. It would be very, very tough if they were to turn around with the wind in their face and have to score 2 or 3 times in the fourth quarter. So they know that. They want to throw the football. Third
down and 6. Broccolier in motion again. And Monk again. 4 straight downs. He'll throw the football. Goes deep. Looking for Hunter. It was catchable off of his fingertips. Double coverage by DeFrance and broken ball. But a fine throw by Monk. And Michael Hunter was there. Just couldn't hang on.
Well, Hunter, the deposed almost quarterback, of course, made that unfortunate problem, came up with it of getting injured. Watch this. I'll tell you what, DeFrance makes the play at the end of it. DeFrance comes up, gets his hands in the face of Hunter because Hunter had him beat, and Monk delivered the football. 13, he'll get it up there and just wave, and it'll get Hunter's attention and knock the ball away.
Again, Gloucester will be forced to gamble on 4th down and about 7. And again, if they don't make it, Clayton will have superb field position again. Monk getting a big rush, and he'll go down. A sack. a sack by Brian McCray, and Clayton will take over the football in superb field position at the Gloucester 49-yard line.
Brian McCray, all 146 pounds of him, coming in, can't get handled by a defensive lineman on the first bump, can't get handled by the line. Well, there's nobody there. Look, nobody peels back, and McCray says, I got you. You're down. Don't throw the football. It's our ball.
Mike, they could put Gloucester in serious difficulty now with another touchdown. Already lead at 22-7, 5 minutes to play third period. The Clayton defense really the story right now. Marshall swinging right. Breaks one tackle, still on his feet, driving ahead. He's not this fast, he's not this quick, but he breaks tackles, and the fans love it. But give his blockers some credit, too. They're doing the job. Marshall with the advance to the 41-yard line, pick up of 8, second down and 2.
They are a fired-up ball club, and they know that with this score 22-7, another touchdown has to stare Gloucester in the face and say, you got a long way to go back. This game, Bob, I think had its beginnings last season when Gloucester came in undefeated, and on the final play of the game, 4th and 1, their big fullback was stopped at the line of scrimmage, and Clayton got that victory. Remember that game?
That's right. Marshall carrying tacklers with him. That was Mike Reeves, but a first down pickup by Marshall to the 33-yard line. First down and 10 for the Clippers, who have now scored 22 unanswered points and trying to add to that.
You know, that wind, after that little bit of rain we had at the end of halftime today, Bob, that wind is pretty much died down compared to what it was, and it's blowing across the field instead of into the face of either one of these clubs. Not a factor like it was in the first half.
Marshall with the carry, coming left, gets to the corner. Boy, he puts his head down and drives ahead. Penalty marker down. And this apparently is going to be a late hit.
Yep, he was out of bounds as the ruling. Not a happy crowd of Gloucester fans having a rather descriptive word about the officials.
Dead ball foul, personal foul, 41.
Now watch this. It is Marshall who finds the opening, and he says, I'm going to run away from you, 21, Broccolaire. And then, Hunter, I'm going to let you know what it feels like to be hit by a future Division I football player. And there's the hit. No question, 4 yards out of bounds when he's hit, and it'll cost him an additional 15 yards. Excellent call.
So the penalty gets Clayton to the 11-yard line. First down and 10 at the 11-yard line, and Marshall's running statistics keep mounting. 172 yards on 19 carries, and Mike, he already is well over 2,000 for his senior season. Marshall again, cutting back inside, breaking tackles, driving ahead. Oh, great run to the 5-yard line. 6-yard carry and a beauty.
Is he for real? Well, you've had him. You've seen him for how many years now in Gloucester County? Name one that's better.
I would say, Mike, he would have to rank in the top, I don't know, 3 or 4 that I've seen since I've been in Gloucester County, 27 years. I'm sure you feel the same way.
Well, Willie Anderson, a different kind of football player. Yeah. Kevin Ross, a different kind of football player.
Gordy Lockbaum, different kind of player.
And I think, therefore, it comes down to Redmond or Marshall, and I got to tip the scales in Marshall's direction.
Second down and 3, the ball at the 5. Marshall swinging right. Still on his feet. He's in for the touchdown. Amazing effort again. Rob Marshall with another touchdown at 2:56 of the third period, and Clayton's lead jumps to 28-7. The fans love it. They have scored 28 consecutive points.
I think it's been a while since that scene has been shown. How many years of frustration being washed away today? We knew they'd be here in droves, and watch why. They are going to miss number 32 next year. It looks as if, at this point, they should get another chance to see him play, though. Watch how he just waits for it, Bob. Well, it's not going to be inside, so I'll take it outside, and I dare 3 of you to take me down. It doesn't happen.
Clayton's taking a timeout to talk about this 2-point conversion. Mike, he does so many things well. One of them is second effort and driving ahead. I mean, when he is hit, he rarely goes down after the first hit. That young man playing a fine football game. Keith DeFrance and Leon Harris very concerned, obviously. He was concerned before the game today, Mike. I had a long conversation with Leon. Leon, a very a very tense guy, a very controlled guy. Very concerned before the game today.
My first opportunity to see Gloucester this year, and as a result, I have been reading about them and taking a look at it and have so much respect for Leon Harris and the job he does. I would not have come close to making a prediction of any score of this nature. High school football report, John Montelli and the effervescent, always interesting, sometimes controversial Don McKee from the Philadelphia Inquirer. Thursday at 7 and 10. This week you'll take a look at the group finals in preview. Go ahead for this, Bob.
DeFrance on a two-point conversion try. He'll go down. He is sacked on a fine defensive play by number 56, Will Jones. But Clayton leading 28-7 with 2:56 to go. And Mike, it is absolutely imperative for Gloucester to get a pretty quick score here.
Yep, you just sense that they've got to get one. There's a group of very, very happy young ladies, the Clayton cheerleaders. They are enjoying it.
The winner of this one meets the winner of the Woodbury-Florence game. Woodbury has won 3 straight NJSIAA South Jersey Group 1 titles. No school has ever won 4 in a row. If Woodbury wins today, it looks like it would be Woodbury and Clayton, and that game, Mike, would be at Woodbury High.
Big crowd there, you think?
Next Saturday, yes, it would. It is raining, and the rain's starting to pick up a little bit at Gloucester. It was just beautiful before the game today, but it's now overcast, raining. Clayton kicking off again. Marshall. 5 plays, 49 yards, 230 on that touchdown. This one will
that touchdown
out of
out of
bounds.
bounds. That shouldn't have been a flag. Didn't it go off the Gloucester player? Looked like it from here. I guess not. Penalty flag.
Marshall, Mike, with 184 yards on 21 carries. He already has gained, Mike, let's see, 95 yards more than he did in the first game against Gloucester, and we still have 2 minutes and 56 seconds of the third period to go.
Yeah, we pointed out he averages 155 over his career. He's done more than that today.
He is for real, Mike.
Yep, and what, over 4,500 now in his career?
Yes.
Did he get to 2,000 yet for the season?
Yes, he's over 2,000. 1886 coming in. He's well over 2,000.
Any doubters left? I doubt it.
Broken ball now will do the kicking off. Marshall off for this play. Clayton in control, 28-7, but still a long way to go. Good kickoff by Broken ball. It'll be taken by Savage at the 25. Savage.
Oh, look at this down here. Look at this. Oh, and the official looking right at it and lets it go. Downfield on that time, Bob. Another couple of late hits, and the official saw it and figured nobody heard, I guess, and lets it go. Still a lot of effort happening out there. No question about that.
Gloucester starting from its own 38-yard line. First down and 10 with 2:44 to play in the third period. Remember, Monk can throw the ball. He's had a fine season throwing the football, and he has some good receivers. Bevan's had a good football game. He won't get a whole lot here. That Clayton defense continues to play well. Len Smith among the tacklers that time, but he had a lot of help in the middle. Sean Newland part of the play.
Tell you what, 3 yards in a cloud of dust didn't go get it done. 28-7 with 2 minutes to go. They'll have to fake here and throw the ball if they're going to keep moving Bevan up the middle.
Bevan got 3 to the 41, second down and 7 with 2 minutes to play in the third. Monk to throw. And catchable ball simply dropped by Dennis Wilson, who was pretty sure-handed receivers. Had a fine year, but couldn't catch that one. That was a first down pass right on the money by Monk, but Wilson unable to hold it.
And good thinking by the offensive strategy plotters for Gloucester. Last time he had run Kostrava deep, and Kostrava got beat. That time Scott, number 82, had dropped off, and they just run him down on the little hook to the outside, and wide open. Should have been a good one.
Third down and 7. Monk again to throw. Well, he could have run it, Mike. It's wide open, but Wilson with the carry, and Wilson with a good run. Outstanding ball. Okay, came right back to Wilson. He makes the catch this time, and gets Gloucester into Clayton territory at the 35-yard line. Good job by Dennis Wilson.
Surprisingly, Clippers now staying in that 6-man front, Bob, and not have that many men deep. They got a 61 middle linebacker, and they really are flooding the zones is what they're doing. That means a man right there in the seam, you could see it beautifully, in front of 2 and behind 1 defender.
Monk again to throw. And Wilson slips and falls. And a pass incomplete. 2nd down and 10 with 1:15 to play in the 3rd. Gloucester trying to battle back from its biggest deficit of the season. Gloucester struggled late in the year, no question about that.
The question I have is, when are they going to throw the ball at Canane?
Canane, a great receiver. He had 3 touchdown catches in 1 game against Pittman this year. He is a fine receiver. I don't think he's caught a ball today, Mike.
Yeah, the only thing I can figure is they're keeping him in to block McCray over there head-to-head.
2nd down and 10 at the 35. Monk with a quick out and drop by Wilson. Not an easy pass to handle. It'll be 3rd down and 10. Jim Barron on the opposite side of the field. What a job he's done. Touchdown Club of Southern New Jersey Coach of the Year a year ago. And Mike, the voters might have a big challenge if Clayton should win Group 1 this year in terms of who gets Coach of the Year.
Can you imagine that, huh? You know, Barron with experience at Collingswood and Paulsboro before he came to Clayton 3 seasons ago. Well, actually, he was there 3 years ago as an assistant, and then the head coach 3 years ago.
Monk. Bell all over him, and Bell makes the play. Mike talked about him. Mark Bell, Jr., all over Monk. Monk unable to get anything on the throw. Incompleted. 4th down and 10 with 1:05 to go in the 3rd.
That's the crowd really just sitting back now on the Clayton side, waiting for some time to run off. Gloucester side, they're waiting for something positive to happen. Been an exciting crowd on both sides all day. Now it's like tension being felt both ways.
4th down at the 35-yard line. Monk again to throw. Fires that in, and is tipped and intercepted.
Castrava.
By Scott Castrava, and Clayton will take over. Mike, Marshall's figure's unbelievable in this football game, but I think if Clayton hangs on to win, you're really going to have to point to the work of the Clayton defense as being very pivotal in the outcome.
Yeah, and I'll tell you the truth. In my mind, they were just sitting there most of the first part of the game. Castrava this time says, you're not going to get me the 3rd time. You fooled me once with the completion. You fooled me once with the one the man dropped. This time I'm getting there. I'll bat it up. Concentration. Hey, all those practice drills played on. The boat is back.
Clayton from its own 22-yard line with 37 seconds to go in the 3rd. Marshall with the carry, cutting back inside, driving ahead. And a good gain again. Mike, Gloucester with 3 possessions here in the 3rd quarter. And, of course, we have Stats Kelly with us again today, doing a great job. They gave away the ball on the downs the first 2 times and an interception this time. So the Clayton defense really doing the job here in the 3rd.
Yeah, Kelly doing double duty today. He was at my house at 6:45 this morning, Bob, do some carpentry work. Nothing better than to hear the hammer downstairs at 6:45 and then have to bring him up here. 4th quarter action. It's going to be a long one for Clayton and maybe a very short one for Gloucester.
End of 3. Clayton has taken charge of this football game on the Heritage's scoreboard. Clayton 28 and Gloucester 7. We'll be back.
Football in this NJSIAA semifinal. Clayton comfortably in the lead now, 28-7. Mike Linder with Bob Shryock for Stir Communication. Bob?
2nd and 3 at the 30-yard line. Movement on the right side, and unless Gloucester was pulled off sides, Clayton will get another 1st down here.
Let me tell you, that guy, Joe Mulhern, and his crew have done a superb job in a game that had moments where it could have broken loose.
1st down and 10 for Clayton at the 35-yard line. 7 penalties for 70 yards for Gloucester. That's been one of their problems today. Marshall with the carry again over the left side. Big yardage. Driving ahead. Boy, he is tough to break
Blow
down.
the whistle already yet.
They never do tackling. The play blown dead, and Marshall is approaching 200 yards.
What a turnaround, huh? We talked about it, the tale of the tailbacks.
It's 7 here. It'll be 2nd down and 3.
Marshall dominant. Brockelaire hardly heard from.
He's not only approaching 200, Mike, he is at 199.
What a job this crew has done.
Yeah.
Jim Barron, Bear Robbins, both with roots as assistants at Paulsboro. Jim Hall, the old Auburn University star, who's the AD. Joe Hartman, 31 years in South Jersey coaching. Brian Carrion with Delsey experience, and Victor France, obviously a happy father.
Marshall goes over 200 yards with this carry and gets another first down for the Clippers to the 46-yard line. And Clayton completely in charge of this game now. First down and 10. And the Gloucester crowd has really been quieted here in the second half. Clayton doing it all, on the ground, in the air, the defense doing the job. A complete effort today by the Clippers. Now they'll try to use up some clock. They're in charge, up by 21.
Don't be surprised. Look at this, on your way. But don't be surprised if the France still throws the football. They felt they were embarrassed, not by Gloucester, but by their own performance in the first ball game. And they feel they still have something to prove. You can sense the way the line, offensively and defensively, is still moving. This is the part of a ball game, Bob, when it's 28-7 in the fourth quarter, you see some guys start to lay back. That hasn't happened yet on the Clayton side.
Anyway got 4 to midfield, 2nd down and 6 for Clayton. Marshall. Big yardage over the left side, breaks one tackle down the sideline, driving ahead, another big carry by Rob Marshall, who is now well over 200 yards, and
do you
the
think
biggest pressure game of his career, really, and he has been up to the task and then some.
Do you think this game may be seen in a lot of college coaches' offices over the next 3-4 months?
Well, I tell you what, this young man, I believe, can play Division I football, Mike. No question in my mind after seeing him today. 11-yard gain by Marshall to the 39. It is first down and 10. And the Clippers just trying to put Gloucester away with this drive. Marshall again. Goes out of bounds, stops the clock. Gloucester Lions coaching staff, Leon Harris, the head coach. What a job he did as a player here at Gloucester High. At 25-0-2 in his 3-year career. Mike Brumbach, Dan Gigantino, Joe Rafferty, Joe Murphy, Dave Light, and Bud Wrigley. Some very familiar names there in Gloucester football down through the seasons. 2nd down and 5, a 5-yard gain by Marshall. Ball at the 33. And Marshall, sweep right. Behind that envoy, look at the blocking. Slips and goes down, but another big gain. They cannot stop that sweep.
Interesting right there, Bob. You see number 64 who led the way, Nicky Bompensa, okay? They did not win a championship this year, but Nicky Bompensa's father, Tommy Bompensa, was the starting guard in the 1959 championship season. It's been that kind of weight for the fans from Clayton, and now Nicky, so many years later, 31 years later, gets a chance to get out here in a game that looks like it's going to propel them to a shot at the Group 1 title.
First and 10 at the 22-yard line. Anyway has a lot of room. He nearly breaks it. His carry down to the 10-yard line, and he's had a good football game. Doesn't carry the ball often. Does a lot of the blocking for Marshall, but a big gain there of 12 yards to the 10-yard line. And the Clippers back knocking on Gloucester's door again. This game totally the opposite of the first meeting between these teams.
Watch him here. Look at that good block. An excellent hole. What a job done up front by Larry Wyman, number 53, to make the key block to open that hole.
First and 10. They can get a first down at about the 1-foot line. Now they sweep left with Marshall. Needs a block. Gets one. Marshall. Touchdown. Easy. He makes it look easy. A 10-yard scoring run by Rob Marshall. And the Clippers have pretty much put Gloucester away now. 34-7. The TD coming at 9:04. of the fourth period. He is awesome.
He doesn't really need a great block, does he? Onue and Brokenball. Number 8, Brokenball, just screens his man. Onue turns his to the inside. Marshall says, that's all I need. I've got enough speed to get to the corner now, and I'm in for the touchdown. He said what before the game all week long? I've got something to prove. They stopped me the first time around, and more importantly, in order